It cured my chronic eczema that I've had for years and years. Nothing could get rid of it. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us today. I'm here to talk about these supplements that I take pretty much every day. They've made a dramatic improvement in my health and well-being. These supplements kind of work together synergistically to help your body make energy. So you'll have way more energy if you start taking these things. They're based on Morley Robbins root cause protocol, as well as Matt Blackburn CLF protocol. If you're familiar with either of those, you'll probably be very familiar with these. If you're unfamiliar with that, I would highly recommend looking those up and doing some research and learning more about them. Basically, we're all deficient in the same things. We're all overloaded in the same things due to modern living, environmental toxins, diets, and whatnot. The idea is to balance everything out. So these specific things will help our body to balance our deficiencies. They'll help to balance our overloads and create a healthier life. The first supplement I want to talk about is the Shilajit. This is from MitoLife. It can be a little hard to get now because of the things going on internationally. But if I could choose only one of these to take, I would probably choose this one. It's a full source of minerals. So it'll have everything, mostly magnesium. It'll also have rare trace minerals that are hard to get. And it'll also have acids like humic acid and fulvic acid. Those will help to chelate heavy metals from our body. They'll help to take out all of these toxins. They'll help our body to process whatever inorganic compounds we have in them from our food. One of the things with this Shilajit too is that it increases your testosterone. There are studies that show that Shilajit boosts your testosterone. So especially for you guys out there, you're trying to work out, trying to get bigger, stronger, more libido, super good stuff. I really like this. It says to take 2 a day. I take about 5 a day with my morning coffee. The good thing about this is that they come in tablets, so it's very easy. You just pop them out, pop them in your mouth, swallow them with some water or whatever drink. Other brands, they get really sticky, really resiny. It's really hard to handle. It gets really messy. This is clean, easy to take. I really like it. So yeah, that's the Shilajit. The next thing is magnesium. Magnesium turns on about 40% of your enzymes, over 3,700 of your 9,000 enzymes. So it's like turning on the keys to your engine. Really important. It'll help to balance out the calcium also. We're all over calcified. And so magnesium, really important. These are pills, easy to take. I take usually 2 at a time, a couple times a day. Another form of magnesium that I really like that I don't have here is magnesium bicarbonate. And you can look up recipes online on how to make it, but it's basically soda water and magnesium hydroxide. If you can buy a soda stream to carbonate the water, you chill it, add some of the magnesium hydroxide, shake it up, and just sip it throughout the day. And these are 2 good sources of magnesium. The next thing is this Adrenal Cocktail. Now these are pills, they're just for convenience. I like to buy the separate powders. It's basically, it's 3 of them: cream of tartar for the potassium, sea salt for the sodium, and whole food vitamin C, which will be acerola cherry, is what they use in this one as well. Take it about 3 times a day. I like to take it on an empty stomach. It's gonna help to balance your electrolytes, especially if you're supplementing with magnesium. It's also gonna help to recycle the magnesium that you're taking. Another thing is frequent urination. So sometimes, like myself, I know a lot of other people, you have to wake up 3-4 times sometimes a night to go pee. I would recommend taking this at night before you go to sleep and see what it does. For me, it usually reduces that dramatically. And sometimes I can even sleep through the whole night without waking up. So many good things, right? Helps with energy production, your adrenals, your kidneys, helps to regulate the fluid in your body, helps to regulate your hormones, nerve signaling, right? All kinds of good stuff. Highly recommend it. A lot of the metabolic health people will actually recommend taking the Adrenal Cocktail first for a short period of time before adding magnesium and other things. So it builds a great base. Moving on, we have this freeze-dried beef liver. And this will be a great storehouse of vitamins, good source of retinol, vitamin A, which is very, very important. And we'll talk about that a little more. Also the B vitamins and copper. The difference between freeze-dried and desiccated is that they heat the desiccated a little more, they heat the freeze-dried a little less. So this is probably heated to about 100 degrees. The desiccated liver is going to be heated to about 140 degrees. And so less heat usually more preserves the vitamins and nutrients a little bit more. Again, also this is grass-fed, pasture-raised. This is a Rosita's cod liver oil. And this is really interesting. So this is mostly for the retinol vitamin A. This has the highest concentration of it. It also has some vitamin D, but it's a 10-to-1 ratio of vitamin A to vitamin D, which is what you want. The Rosita's brand is the best. It's a little expensive, but it's better, I think, than any other brand out there. They cold process it. So they have a special technique to process the cod liver oil, which preserves the vitamins. You have to be careful and read the labels if you're buying other brands, because they might process it in a different way, which will destroy some of the vitamins, and they'll add in synthetic vitamins, which I don't want to take, right? I want the natural stuff. If it says retinol palmitate, if it says cholecalciferol or anything else, they probably added some synthetic vitamins to make a difference. Not going to be as good. What I really noticed about this is that it cured my chronic eczema that I've had for years and years. Nothing could get rid of it. When I started taking this, I think the first day I started taking it, it started to clear up, and it's been gone ever since, probably over 6 months now. So really incredible stuff. These are pills, by the way. If you buy the pills, you don't have to refrigerate it, right? You can just leave it in your shelf. If you're buying the liquid, you have to refrigerate the liquid. I think the liquid tastes terrible, which is why I have the pills. But the liquid, I think you get a little higher dose. And you know, if you just eat some maple syrup, honey, or coffee after, it kind of cleans the taste out. So not too bad. The next one is this vitamin K. It's gonna help regulate calcium and vitamin D. Helps your bones and teeth and all that other stuff. Really hard to get from food. You're gonna eat a pound of natto and like Parmesan cheese? No, probably not. No, you're not. You're not. I'm not. You're not. Nobody is. Good to take this in pill form, fat soluble vitamin. Everybody's deficient. One of the things that I've felt with it is just my teeth have been way better. I'll have less sensitive teeth. Go to the dentist, less cavities. Like, what you been doing? Like, I don't know, vitamin K. So one of the great things, hard to take too much of this, you know? So I usually take 2 to 4 a day. The next thing is this vitamin E, Pufa Protect from Life. And just like this Life vitamin K, it's formulated, both of these are formulated in a way that I've never seen in any other brand. This vitamin E, it has mixed tocopherols, and a lot of other brands will throw in a lot of tocotrienols, which is kind of what, you know, not as good, right? So this is a good stuff. It also has a high dose of vitamin E. A lot of other brands will have a much lower dose, so you're getting more bang for your buck. And I think the best thing about this is that it's an MCT oil. All the other brands that I've seen, almost all of them are in sunflower oil, which is something I'm trying to avoid. So I really appreciate that they use MCT oil in this. This is good because basically we've all consumed PUFAs, we've all consumed high amounts of vegetable oil, canola oil. If you eat anything processed, it's probably gonna have canola oil, sunflower oil. If you eat restaurant food a lot or takeout a lot, that's gonna have a ton of, that's guaranteed gonna be cooked in it because it's the cheapest oil, it's neutral flavored. Anytime we consume PUFAs, it increases our need for vitamin E by 6 times. And we're probably already deficient. So you can see this huge gap that we have to cover. I take 3 a day, 2 to 3 a day with meals. You want to take it with a full meal. If you take it on an empty stomach, common side effect, you get a little nauseous, feel a little weird. That happened to me my very first time. I took it on an empty stomach. Since then, I haven't had any type of side effects at all. So really good stuff, highly recommended. The next is this copper supplement by Morley Robbins, who does the root cause protocol. If you follow his work, or if you follow Matt Blackburn, you know that copper is super important for our cells and our mitochondria to be able to take the oxygen we breathe and turn it into energy. Again, if we're not doing that, we're making oxidative stress in our bodies, leads to larger systemic issues and disease. And so I take about 3 a day, 1 with each meal. Really good. I've really enjoyed this so far. The last thing is Dissolvedol. These are systemic enzymes, serrapeptase and nattokinase. Does wonderful things for your body, stays in the bloodstream for hours, eats up all the fibrin, all this junk, cellular waste. If you have any type of like arthritis kind of thing, fibrosis, people have had very good results with this. You have to take it on an empty stomach, so 20 to 30 minutes before eating, or 2 to 3 hours after eating. I take about 3 at a time, but sometimes I'll take 5 or 6 at a time. If I have a certain condition that I'm dealing with, or maybe I'm not feeling so well, I might even take 10 or 12 at a time and just go through a whole bottle. Very interesting. You see the Pac-Man on it. It's like Pac-Man going through your blood, eating up all the junk. Love this stuff. Again, and from MitoLife. So that's about it. These are supplements. Hope it's helped you in some way. If you want to order any of these, I'll have the links below in the description. So thank you so much for watching. Again, check out Morley Robbins, check out Matt Blackburn. They're doing incredible work. And thanks for joining us. Have a great day.